So what's your name and job title? My name is Dr. Manjit Kaur. I am Associate Head of School, Health Science and Education. What are you currently watching or reading? I like reading books. I am currently reading Do No Harm, written by Henry Marsh. He's one of the neurosurgeon in 1997. Who is your favorite colleague and why? I work very closely with other associate head of schools. So we all work as a very good team. We all enjoy our time together. We all work hard together. So there's no good or bad in there. So we all enjoy working with each other. Who or what inspired you to teach your subject? I was always passionate about biology. I love to read biology and do practicals around biology related subjects. So I always wanted to be a medical doctor where I wanted to make a real difference in somebody's life. But I'm glad I chose this career because I can still make real difference in young people's life. I was inspired by my PhD tutor to do teaching in biology, especially because he gave me opportunities to teach while I was doing my PhD. That inspired me to do and also learn teaching skills as well as we go ahead. What would you say to someone thinking, why should I study this course? I would say to students to study Applied Bioscience because if you wanted to achieve or wanted to establish a career in science-related subjects, if you wanted to work in a lab where you are not patient-faced environment, but you will be working behind the scene, but also supporting the physician and the doctors in the real lifetime. So with the hospitals, working in the labs, you could be working in research as well as in the hospital or GP surgeries working as a physician associate. What would you say to someone thinking, what jobs can I get after my studies? So you can actually go on to working in the hospital labs in biochemistry, microbiology, cytology, immunology, or even COVID labs as well. So you can also work in research labs. You can proceed doing PhD and then achieve your career in research labs. You could also work as a physician associate, as I said before, but then can also work as a tutor, as a teacher once you complete your teaching qualifications. We have some students who pursued to do master's postgraduate programs as well. So there are lots of options with Applied Bioscience course. What difference do you think your subject area makes to the world? Applied Bioscience course provides lots of skills and students or academics to the world, which kind of helps not only providing the skills that is required, but then they also help in fighting the diseases and such as COVID-19. We recently seen the big example there, where Applied Bioscience skilled students have done really, really well in not only diagnosing the disease, but also in developing the vaccinations as well, which kind of helps and support the global issues. What has your most successful student gone on to do? So one of my students have went to do become as a scientist in NHS laboratories. And other one I wanted to mention, she is pursuing her PhD now, which is collaborated with 5 universities in the West Midland. She is doing really, really well there. What would you say to someone thinking, I have been out of education for a while, will I fit in? Yes, you can fit in. In our Applied Biosciences courses, the modules are standalone, so they provide foundation to go on to Applied Bioscience degree courses. What's your favorite piece of kit that you teach with? I love to teach, I like to do more practicals. So I love to teach ELISA practical, where once the students do the practical, they actually contaminate their sample with other patient. And then once we get the results, we can actually trace and track who they contaminated their sample with. That is really fascinating because that's how we can identify the origin of the disease. That's how we did in pandemic. So during COVID-19, that's how we identify how we can actually figure out where this disease originated from. And ELISA is a very basic technique, but we use it for pregnancy tests, we use it for COVID testing, malaria testing, lots of different tests that can be done. What would you say to someone thinking, I am considering my options, why should I choose a CU campus for my studies? CU campus is a newly built building. In Applied Bioscience lab, we have a lab with the state-of-art facilities. The campus does not only provide you teaching or academic skills, but it is very vibrant, providing lots of support, student services, as well as other facilities like clubs as well. All the campuses are newly built with lots of laboratory facilities available to everyone. And thank you. Sorry.